Welcome. You're here early, that's good. Means there's something special about you. The Elysian might look a bit fancy, but she's been through more storms than I can count. She'll take care of you, and if you would be so kind, take good care of her. We got a whole lot going wrong around here. You better train up. We got terrors knocking on our infrastructure, and some mighty strange occurrences going on. I'm afraid our world is at risk. Without people like you, cornucopias might fall into darkness. Better get smart, get trained, and be ready. The storm is coming. I can feel it. I'd like to say we've been through worse, but this time I'm not so sure. Good luck out there. You're going to need every bit you can get.
Yeah, from the basement to the bull run, let's get it. We rise through every flame, we never quit it. I was down, charts red, blood on my paper. Learning every candlestick tear turned me braver. Support under pressure, resistance on my shoulders. Every loss was tuition, now my mind's bolder. Volume spikes in my vision, heat forged my fire. Stop loss on my doubt, take profit on desire. I grind while they sleep, midnight scroll through the data. Rising through the levels, breakouts my creator. They said I'd fold, I told them watch me unfold. Build amidst the blaze, heart tempered in the cold. We build amidst the flames, we never break. Climbing up the charts, making every play. Hard work pays off when the candles burn away. We're gonna make it, shine when the smoke clears day by day. We're gonna make it, watch us storm through the gray. Through every dip and delay, we still on our way. Margin calls tried to choke, turned them into fuel. TM maps in my soul, now I'm nobody's fool. Fibonacci guiding steps, Elliott waves align. Each rejection's in a center, step up the incline. Stop loss on my fears, breakouts in my mind. Bull runs in my blood, bear traps left behind. Hard-earned conviction, diamond in the rough. Trading hours till dawn, discipline's enough. The wick burns low, my spirit only grows. Ashes in my past, but I'm blazing for it now. Charts can't contain me, my vision unstoppable. We're gonna make it unbreakable. We forged through the fire, kept our faith unshaken. Analyzed every move, risk reward awakened. Building up our staking, every loss we've taken. We're gonna make it, see us rise when all's been shaken. We're gonna make it, our legacy's engraven in the book of the brave. We're the ones who remain. Let's go! Keep charting, keep grinding, never let it stop. We rise like we shine.
Alrighty, guys, give me 1 second. I gotta put you back over here 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, from the basement to the bull run, let's get it. We rise through every flame, we never quit it. I was down, charts red, blood on my paper. Learning every candlestick tear turned me braver. Support under pressure, resistance on my shoulders. Every loss was tuition, now my mind's bolder. Volume spikes in my vision, heat forged my fire. Stop loss on my doubt, take profit on desire. I grind while they sleep, midnight scroll through the data. Rising through the levels, break out.
Alrighty, guys, sorry about that. I am back with you now. Gave you a little bit of that music back. My wife needed me real quick. So just to let you know, I am Ada Ace. I'm the founder of HydroDrip, a Cardano native incubator powering NFTs, DeFi, and marketing for top tier Web3 projects. We're built by community and driven by utility. So if you're looking for marketing or advisement, reach out to us today at hydrodrip.io. But this is Strike Zone Daily, where we check the markets, analyze the charts, and then strike when the time is right. But first, let's get that intro.
Welcome to the strike zone, lock it in tight. A to H's calling shots in the crypto fight. Welcome to the strike zone, lock it in tight. A to H's calling shots in the crypto fight. Welcome to the strike zone, lock it in tight. A to H's calling shots in the crypto fight. Welcome to the strike zone, lock it in tight. A to H's calling shots in the crypto fight.
Tuition paid, scars from the game. Now we trade lip precision and flame. Strike while it's hot on that on-chain lane. With leverage loaded, he's calling your name. Cardinal the field and the zone is live. Every candle lit up like it's ready to drive. Drip fed moves with a hydro kick. Strike perpetuals, yeah, the plays come quick. So step in the booth, let the markets unfold. This strike zone daily where the feelings go bold. Step in the booth, let the markets unfold. This strike zone daily where the feelings go bold. Step in the booth, let the markets unfold. This strike zone daily where the feelings go bold. Feelings go bold, feelings go bold, feelings go bold, feelings go bold. Welcome to
All right, now we're back here and everything. So I just want to say, my call from yesterday was perfectly on, but I closed it before it hit, so I didn't get it. But if you held the trade that I gave you yesterday, it perfectly completed the entire play here. So let me get over here.
Welcome to the strike zone.
Sorry, wrong button. So we had it placed at like 73.3 with a 1% stop and a 3% win, and there was your play for your entire thing. It pretty much grabbed it right at the bottom. I went and looked yesterday, or right before the stream, but it was over here that we placed it. And when it went up like this, I just went ahead and closed that limit order to get some of that margin back, and it went down, grabbed it, and took the entire play, and is now coming back bearish. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But all right, let's start over here with our Cardano native assets that we have here. So in the last 24 hours, SNEC is up almost 4.5%. World Mobile is down almost 3%. AIG is up 0.5%. Liquid is down 3%. IAG, IGON, the cloud services, is down 3%. Min token, the DEX, is down 0.5%. Strike is up 0.69. Hosky is up almost 3.5, still not 0. Shin is down 0.3. Indy is down 1.65, and obviously I like to talk about Kopi. Kopi is up 2.96%, almost 3% today. Gotta stay hydrated there. All right, now we're gonna look at the top trending tokens. This is off of volume of the last 24 hours. So SNEC is up 5% with a volume of over 1 million ADA traded on the DEXs here. The stablecoin USDM is number 2, but the price is down almost 2% because ADA is going up. This Jam token looks to be probably a meme token that has launched recently. It's up 55%, but they only have 23,000 in liquidity, so do be careful if you do decide to trade this one. It is already up high and has very little liquidity, and I don't know anything about it. Bump is says it's a meme coin here. I haven't seen anything about that one either. It is up almost 400% today, and it says almost up 3,000% last 7 days, so it must have just recently launched as well. It does have almost 100,000 ADA in liquidity, so that one is a little easier to trade as a meme coin. Obviously meme coins are they're meme coins, so except this one. Snack's not really a meme coin. They really should change their meme coin status to like a community token or some sort of something there, because they're not really a meme coin. Then number 5 is IUSD, and you have Hunt down here at number 7. That's down 25% in the last 7 days. That has a lot to do with the fact that Min Token has launched their own DEX aggregator as well. Going over here to jpg.store, this is the ADA equivalent of OpenSea for NFTs on Cardano. We're going to look at the last 24 hours worth of volume here. So Dead Pixel is number 1. Cornucopious Land is number 2, with an 82% increase in volume for the land deeds. That is because the land rush is coming. Hey, and look at this. Number 3, Pavia comes back from the dead. They're up 119%. Somebody has apparently purchased the Pavia platform and all of the development, and are supposedly going to potentially push it forward. It's off of knowledge I'm getting off of a thread on Twitter that I read there. So Sneckies are up. The volume for Sneckies is up 1,500% there. The floor is down 10%, but the volume is up there. The Cornucopious file access nodes, this is how you actually have the access to be able to provide the downloads to the game players, is up 328% in the volume, and the floor is 558 per file node access key. Please know these the supply is not all the way out of these. They do have the ability to increase the supply of these when they see that there is a need and other things there, but I think they're going to be able to definitely yield some revenue back to you for providing that service to the market there. Strongholds from House of Titans is up 513% in the volume, and their floor is up 232, or up to 232. Neon Punks, don't know anything about these guys. They're number 7. Mech Pav parts, I think that's maybe something to do with Pavia. I'm guessing they're actually Frigid. The floor's up 40%. I haven't seen these guys in a long time. Baby Crocs Club number 10. Tappy from Tap Tools is number 11, and C-Swap Allies is number 12. All right, let's get over into some Cardano native asset TA here. So we're going to be looking at Snek here over on Tap Tools. We're still looking at the 12-hour chart here. We are playing around here. There's a lot of drama and news and everything over governance, over a request from a treasury pool that Snek put out. I don't know enough really about it. I don't know what our constitution says in Cardano, but I do know that I will be at the DevGov days in Rare Evo on Thursday in a couple of days, and it is going to be very damn interesting. I just have to say, my camera will be on with me, and we will catch whatever we need to catch and produce it for y'all. So the people that are not there will be able to see what's going on. Not that I'm going to say anything crazy is going to happen, but I think that when people actually come face to face and aren't trying to talk shit to each other over the internet, we may or may not be able to have an adult conversation. Obviously, we all know that some adults don't know how to have adult conversations, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so we're going to go over here to Strike. Let's look at their token here. We are still holding above this 2.618 from the trend fib that we pulled from over here when it did its last run up. So we're still holding over that 2 ADA mark, and they definitely have a lot more things coming for them as well. let's take a look at the awesome cock token there. So I said that it I think it was yesterday we did this fib retracement here, looking for it potentially come back to the 618 or the 786. We have essentially tapped the 618 and started to come up. Let's see if we can do the exit motion. If not, look for the 0.786 at 0.00274 on the ADA pair. If you want, we can look at the MEXC pair, because the MEXC pair of it is a little more fun here to look at. So let's look at the 1 hour chart here. So if you want to play around with cock token on MEXC, you have some amazing volume spikes here on MEXC. So if you were able to catch this bottom spike and then sell it off here, it went up 53% in 1 hour candle on MEXC. So if you want to be a complete degen, you can watch and see what happens up here. You can place limit orders, other things like that. But MEXC is one of the centralized exchanges that the cock token is listed on, and it is a blue Riester token. I'm not saying the part of the human anatomy. Alrighty, going over to Bodega. Let's see what Bodega is doing. Bodega is running that bullish divergence that I was showing you on the 12-hour chart yesterday. If we zoom in here, that is one heck of a good 12-hour candle so far. Let's see, what did we get? So far we've had almost 3%. So that's pretty good. You can't really leverage trade it anywhere. There's some ways that you can make it like leverage trading by borrowing and trading on the exchange, on the chain, but no way to truly leverage trade Bodega yet. But those things are coming. Bodega is the prediction market on Cardano here. They do have V3 that is out, so you can actually sell shares of the betting market that you bought into. It's pretty interesting if I don't say enough there for sure. Let's look at Bank real quick. Bank looking like it's got a little bit of a run up that we're going to be doing here a little bit. We can see if we can't get a little bit coming into the sales and everything of Rare Evo. They're going to be doing one of their vertical sells at Rare Evo while we're there. So if you have some ADA and you want to get into the World Mobile Air Nodes vertical with them, make sure you have some ADA in your Vesper wallet while you're at Rare Evo, or chilling at home, and if you didn't get to go, and get into that when you get there. Let's look at the Warp token, because I absolutely hate that I sold my position. So just to look at it, just to make the warts happy. Here it is number 8 in the trending. It is down a little bit in the trending, and we aren't showing any true bearish divergences or anything else like that. So it is a meme token. It could all go to zero instantly. Who the hell knows? They did actually get they went through TED and got doxed and everything with them. So the people that are running it have been doxed according to TED and everything else like that. It is still a meme token, so do still be careful, but it does have a good amount of liquidity with a little over 336,000 in the liquidity pair. Alrighty, enough about that. Let's go over to our liquidation heat markets. Let's check the last 24 hours and see if it has changed. It has not. It is even getting brighter up here. 76.42, 76.5, 76.8, 76.9. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars of liquidation levels up here. Look for that to spike up there for sure. Let's check the last 48 hours to see if there's any difference. It's above us and below us, but I would say there's a whole lot more. 168 million, 170 million, 167 million, 169 million. There is a lot of liquidity up above us, all the way up to almost 77. All right, now let's jump over here to my studio so we can talk to you a little bit about BOK token. So when you, I'm going to show you how BOK token works and everything. It's in the Discord currently, and so you have to go to their Discord when you have their tokens. So you can have 300,000 BOK tokens, and you can get the basic assets to work with there. And if you go a little further, you get 1 million and you get a little more assets. And if you get to 3 million, then you can use the premium and all of their things that they have, even to where you can like take a picture of your chart, drop it in, and it'll tell you the TA that is on it. we use the swing trade analysis here, so you can just kind of see that. But just so I can talk about this really quick, so BOK analyzes the entire market sentiment, volume trends, volume flows, trend signals, and momentum shifts, and feeds me a clear, calculated trade bias before even I open the chart. It's like having a second set of eyes that don't miss. Whether I'm scalping the 5-minute or swinging on the 4-hour, I always check BOK to see what it is seeing. It cuts through the noise and it helps me decide going long, short, or sit still. If you're in DeFi, leverage trading, or even spot, BOK AI has got your back, and trust me, once you use it, you won't want to trade without it again. All right. Now, I ran it earlier and it said long, but let's just see if it says anything different now. So you just go over here and you go I trade, like IS trade for swing trade, and then the token as ADA. You could do that for Bitcoin, Ethereum, other things like that. While we wait, we'll hydrate there. Good water, good water. Always got to stay hydrated over here at HydroDrip for sure. All right, so it says here it would like us to long it. So analyzing 15-minute candle data ADA over the last day, it can observe a overall bullish momentum with some recent consolidation. Prices moved from 73.9 to 75.39, representing a 2% increase. The price action shows higher lows forming throughout the day with a local top at 75.75. Their trade recommendation is a long with a swing trade, because that's what we're looking at here. They want a leverage of 5x. That's higher than yesterday. Yesterday was only 3. Entry price of right now, and a stop loss of 74.25, which is actually giving us a little longer than what they would, what I normally go with, which is a 1%. They want to give you a 1.5%. And then their first target is a 1.5% gain at 76.5, and a second target of 3% gain at 7765. They want you to allocate about $500, and with 5x leverage, that does create a $2,500 position. That is how leverage works. Time frame of 24 to 48 hours. That's a pretty long trade for a swing trade, honestly, on at least what we normally do on the 15-minute chart here. But hey, that 24 hours, if I would have kept in that 24 hours the trade from yesterday, it would have worked for sure. So let's see, ADA is showing strength, series of higher highs on the 15-minute time frame, with volume appears to be supporting the upward move. We'll look at that when we get into the chart prime and the chart here in just a second. So the overall market structure remains bullish as long as the price stays above 74 cents. Consider scaling out of the position 50% at first target and 50% at second target. I like 33%, and then move your stop to entry, and then have another take profit at another 33% higher than that, and try to see if you can't collect as you go. But that's also because I normally do a 15x leverage, and this is requesting a 5x, so my leverage is 3 times their 5x. So I can also lose my position a lot faster as well. That's also how leverage works when you're trading perpetual futures. Total risk about a 1.5% of your approximately 1.5 position size with a given stop loss. This is talking about risk management, sorry. Potential awards at 3% and everything here. So they're going to give a medium to high confidence level. This is probably the first time I've seen a high confidence level out of this. Fear and greed is at 60. All right, guys, so let's get over here and talk about chart prime. So I want y'all to be able to see the things that I have as well. So with those, I am using Chart Prime Pro. So I don't just eyeball the charts. I use Chart Prime's premium indicators every single day, whether it's reversal signals, smart money zones, or trend strength. This suite gives me the edge. It's clean, powerful, and it works on any time frame. I mean, 1 minute to the 1 year to the 1 month, whatever you want to look at. If you have one of those crazy deals where you pay for extra on Chart Prime, it'll probably go all the way down to the damn 1 second. I layer it with fibs and volume profiles, but Chart Prime gives me the first signal, the confirmation, and the follow through. So if you're tired of guessing, which I sure was, and you want to start trading with data-backed signals, grab Chart Prime Pro from the link in my description. It is one of the revenue streams for HydroDrip. So if you are a HydroDrip Hydro token holder or a HODL Pass holder, and you get into Chart Prime Pro, then technically you are getting a portion of your fees every month back to you. It would be a fraction of it, but hey, at least it's something. Go and check it out and level up your charts like a beast for sure. Let's get over here. Let me get the right token on the chart here first and get back over here, guys. All right, so let's close that off. Alrighty, so we were looking at the 4-hour chart, what I was showing y'all on the 4-hour chart on the thumbnail. So this one. This is concerning, to say the least. Let me go ahead and delete that because I don't need that anymore. This is concerning to say the least, at least on the 4-hour chart. We're topping on the 4-hour. And we've hit the dynamic reactor and rejected on it, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. But I do have to say, whichever the difference is, I don't remember the names of the differences of the reactors that are here. They are crossing at this moment, so that could potentially have a bullish momentum, especially if they can get back on top of this. It would be really, really good. But on the 4-hour chart, we are still under a current sell signal up here. So let's go look at our RSI on the 4-hour chart though. So the RSI on the 4-hour chart, we do have our volume, which is coming up. We have our money flow, which is rotating down. Your True 7 is green and on the way up, and your RSI did not give you a reversal signal up here, but it is red, or in my case, pink. So it is coming down, but that does not mean that it can't just come down and come right back up and stay in this over 70 range for a long time, especially if we get that parabolic move at any point in time here. So let's go down to the 1 hour and see what we can see here. So let's go ahead and delete this arrow that was from the thumbnail that I produced there. So we are actually over under a buy signal that is on the 1 hour chart, and we did come up, hit that dynamic reactor, come back, did come through it, but we have come back to it and since retested it. So let's see if this candle here can close above this, and this bullish or buy signal, buy plus, could potentially still be in action here. Come on down to the 15-minute chart and see what we've got here. Now, this is the part that I am a tad concerned on, because we do have a down reversal. We were clipping a little bit here, not too much, but we do have a bearish divergence here, but it is the other direction. This one is definitely more bearish here, and then there was a blue dot that was there. You obviously want to always pay attention to the blue dot. Blue dot was here, so blue dot was here, and then it did go down. Did it go way down? No, but it did go down. So if you're on a 15-minute chart and you're using 15 or 33x leverage, this probably would have liquidated you, especially if you got in up here. So you want to make sure that you don't get in at the tops if you're trying to long, unless the market is just absolutely moving. Let's see what it says on the 5-minute chart to come all the way down here. RSI is down, but this does, no, that's not bullish yet. That's not bullish. Your money, your volume is coming down. Your money flow is green though, so that is positive there. You did have an overbought. Your clipping and everything has stopped there, so you have that. You're starting to show up on the bearish side. Not too bad, not too bad though, but it is starting to show up there. Let's turn on some other indicators here. Let's see what our order blocks are showing. Turn off this market order here so we can have less of our OC Mexican spaghetti on our chart. Shout out to OC guy there for sure. And let's see here. So this is giving us a broadening wedge that would give us one hell of a 72 target. I don't really think we're getting all the way down there. I actually really think that this right here is maybe where we're going to come to as a support zone. Sorry, I kind of had a brain mess up there. So what I'm talking about is, see how this was here as the last time the zone was at the 70 on the RSI. It came back up, retested it, and came down. This has now broken through this last one, and when it comes back and test it, then I should say that it would jump up. And then if we exit this area at 76, then it's on for sure. This is the 5 minute, so let's look and see what it's showing on the 15 minute. Ooh, I really like what that looks like there. So turning this off, I like to try to predict things. Now, obviously it's not the greatest thing to try to do, but you have a right shoulder, you have a good head, and you have potentially creating another shoulder here. For this, then you would look for the OC retest and then go. But because we are bearish on this for sure. So our volume is definitely running. Volume running. Your money flow did just turn red. Although from back here it is still up. So if you come from the same area, it is still up here. My mouse is giving me some funny issues here. I got that awesome wireless mouse bullshit, so you know, hey. Alrighty, so let's see, what are we gonna do today? I think we want to go down to the 5 minute, and I think we want to try to grab that here. It may just go here, but I don't really think it is, but it is turning on the 5 minute. You know what? We didn't YOLO yesterday, and we missed it. So let's YOLO today and see if we can't get liquidated as well, for sure here. So let's try this out. See what we can accomplish here today. Getting over to my wallet so I can get it to the right wallet address here for Strike Zone. And then we'll come back over here to Strike. All right, so let's see, can we do our long? We're less than 95%, so we should be able to long it. We're gonna long it. We're gonna do with the 15x leverage because that's just what we do. And we're gonna do our 250 motion here with our stop loss at what does our stop loss need to be at? Our stop loss should be 1% from current price. So let's see, 1% from current price. 1% is a lot. Are we that zoomed in? Damn. No, hold on. I didn't fix it. We need to go to our 3 to 1. There we go. There we go. So there's the 3 to 1. There's a 1% loss. And this is about a 3%. We want the 3% gain. Asking for a big ass here. That's 77. No. Let's go 76. 76, and we're going to drop the 1% to about 0.75%. So our stop loss we're going to put in at 74.76, guys. 0.7476. And our take profit we're going to set at 76.77. 0.7677. So let's see what's going to happen here. Obviously, yes. Okay, so boo, I messed it up here. Let me get my notepad open real quick here. So 0.7476, 0.7677. No, that's not the right wallet. I changed the wallet. Thank you. There we go. We're going to long. I'm going to go from here. 0.7677. 7476. 250. Open our long. No, we lost our liquidity. Yep, they went to 97%. Alrighty, so we will jump over here and we will make this trade on BitTunix here. So let's do our BitTunix trade here, and let's just do it this way. Open our long here on BitTunix, and we are in, I do believe. There we go. Yeah, because it put me into the limit order for whatever reason. I hate when it does that. All right, so our liquidation is way down here at 70.64. We obviously don't want it to run, don't want to allow it to run like that. Let's see. So our stop loss was at 74.76. 74.76. And then our take profit was at 77. All right, so this trade is in. I did put it in. Currently we're down about 50 cents, about 1%. That is how it works. But it could come up, could come down. We're right at the middle of the Bollinger Band on the 5-minute chart here. So that could be good, could be bad, but hey, we're in, and our stop loss is in as well. So that is our trade for the day here. Now let's get over to Drip Flip and talk a little bit about Drip Flip. So Drip Flip is our game from HydroDrip. We did produce this, and it is out on mainnet. You can currently flip ADA and World Mobile Token. Currently nobody has used the World Mobile Token side. So if you have some WTMX and you would like to try to earn some more, there's 4,950 World Mobile tokens sitting in the wallet for you to win. You can bet up to 30 World Mobile on each flip. Each flip does add to the progressive jackpot. And to win the progressive jackpot, you do have to fill your bucket over here. And when it does fill up, it gives you the opportunity, once you do win, if you're the one that wins, once it's full, then you're able to play a roulette game. You play roulette one time straight up, no colors, no numbers, no 1 through 12, no anything like that, no bet multiple different things, bet on one token. And if you win that, then you'll win the entire progressive jackpot. We did have a winner yesterday that won 196 ADA from the progressive jackpot on the ADA side. Right now it is at 25 ADA. So you just come over here and you press the flip button and see what happens. And let's see. We won. All right, see, it's that easy to win on Drip Flip. All right, so right now we do have a streak contest, and it ends at 2100 Central Standard Time. And if you have the longest streak in the last 24 hours, that means the amount that you have won in a row without getting one wrong, you will win 20,500 cock token. So get on over to Drip Flip and play some Drip Flip. Getting over to Mecha Labs. Mecha Labs will be with us over here at Rare Evo. So if you don't know anything about them, go ahead and meet up with JP. He maybe have a hat or some shirts or other things as well. These are the Mecha Arc frames. When you mint these, they're going to buy Bitcoin miners from them, and they're going to secure the Bitcoin network, take that liquidity from Bitcoin and drop it in ADA and give it back to you. Also, we have Meme Miners. Meme Miners is another one of our partners as well. They're buying different yielding assets from the Cardano network, Titan, Bank, IAG, other things like that, Wojak, our NFTs, and they're giving that back to their mining pass holders as well. So get on over there and see what they have got for you. All right, now let's get over here. So this is the Meme Miners deal here. So this is theirs. and the bronze is like having 100,000 of their token. The silver is like 250. The gold is like 1 million, and the diamond, which I do believe there was only like 7 of those, is like 10 million mine token. They give you a revenue share of their royalties and claiming part of the revenue participation. Can't say that word. The men's funds buy yield generating assets. That's what I was trying to say. And they drip it out to you daily in their Discord and give staking and airdrops potentially in the future there. The next one I want to talk about is the Mecha one here. So they have a whole mining protocol and everything that they have set up here. And I'm running through this real fast because I'm over time by 5 minutes. I got to get off before somebody else comes on. And my HODL Pass yields are here. These are still minting. We're about 53% away minted. And you get all of these tokens yielded to you. Plus, you earn 35% of our entire protocol's yield. Yes, that means 35% of the revenue generated from Drip Flip comes back to you through these NFTs and these tokens as well. So you're gonna get Hydra, Wojak Blue, CTV, World Mobile Token, Sneck, Bodega, Igon, Bank, and Angels at 1,500 mints, which we're at like 1,200 and something. At 1,500 mints, we add 2 new tokens to that. We're going to potentially do a revote with the holders now and see what they want for those. And then not only do we add 2 new tokens, but then we're going to add more value to every single token we're already doing. We already have 200 ADA from marketing ventures to add to the NFTs. We already have over 200 ADA from the Drip Flip from just yesterday's revenue. So 35% of that will come to here too. And everything there. So this is very big. If you're not paying attention, I'm sorry. I had a lot of people, like somebody one clipped like 250 million of our token yesterday on the day that we released a revenue generating game. I don't really know what happened there, but hey, that's the way it works. Somebody needs the money, you got the money. That's the way automated market makers work. So hey, there is that. So get over, mint some of our NFTs, buy some of our Hydra token off of ViFi. ViFi's V3 is coming pretty soon. They're going to be coming quickly there. Let's see how our trade is going so far. We are definitely down. Are we going to go and get liquidated immediately? That would be awesome, you know, because we just tried to YOLO into it and everything. Let's see. We were talking about it coming down to here. So let's see if that's a good point. 74.97 was where I was talking about putting my entry, but I YOLO'd in because I'm impatient. But with that being said, guys, I am going to let y'all go and get out of here to get to work. I got today to put everything together. I may or may not do a stream in the morning because I got to be packing and getting to the airport. So I may or may not. It'll just see how I feel in the morning. But that being said, guys, y'all have a great day. And please make sure you use a stop loss and don't just blindly follow me. Do your TA and make your own decisions. This is never financial advice, and I am just making my trades that I'm showing you as well. So have a great day.